dice, hear the thunder roar, knocking on fate's unsteady door.
Maps unfurl and kingdoms rise in this world where legends lie.
1,000 voices call the tune.
Under the stars, under the moon.
TNT tabletop, where dreams collide, where time won't stop. Raise your sword, claim your throne, for an epic tale to be sown.
Miniatures march, armies clash, imagination burning like a flash. Heroes fall and villains grin, but every loss holds where we begin.
Through the fog, through the flame, we write our story, we stake our claim.
TNT tabletop,
Where dreams collide, where time won't stop. Raise your sword, claim your throne, for an epic tale to be sown. An epic tale to be sown. TNT tabletop. TNT tabletop. Roll the dice, hear the thunder roar, knocking on fate's unsteady door.
maps unfurl and kingdoms rise in this world where legends lie.
1,000 voices call the tune.
Under the stars, under the moon.
TNT tabletop, where dreams collide, where time won't stop. Raise your sword. skies hear the thunder roar, knocking on fate's unsteady door.
Maps unfurl and kingdoms rise in this world where legends lie.
1,000 voices call the tune.
Under the stars, under the moon.
TNT tabletop, where dreams collide, where time won't stop. Raise your sword, claim your throne, for an epic tale to be sown.
Miniatures march, armies clash, imagination burning like a flash. Heroes fall and villains grin, but every loss holds where we begin.
Through the fog, through the flame, we write our story. Thank you for waiting, and now we welcome you to TNT Tabletop. So kick up your feet, enjoy the show. Here's your host, Tony.
Hey everybody, how you doing on this flippin' beautiful Sunday? You know, most of y'all are probably watching the Super Bowl right now. If it's I don't know what time it's at, but I'm not don't hate me for it. I just never was a big football fan. Halftime show on the other hand, that would probably be entertaining to watch, but I'm just like, it's not. I've just never been a football fan. Hockey on the other hand, yeah. But anyway, now that I dissed enough on football, not a whole lot, but anyway, like I said, I hope you're all having a great Sunday, or I hope you all had a great weekend. Not much news today. I did add a few things to the stream. I think I forgot to turn them off, but I added the shout outs for a couple the new characters, the knights that I put together. I should probably turn them off because I don't think we should be using them until we actually are playing with the characters. So give me 1 second to turn them off. There we go. And I also, actually, no, I did add something to the stream. Okay, so, speaking of that, because I added animations for the new characters, they look awesome. They really put the ones I put together for the season 2 characters to shame. They're just so cool. The animations are better. Now that I can, like, talk to AI a little bit better, I'm like, the animations I made for these characters were definitely a lot cooler. They're a little more animated, like as if they're in the middle of a battle or something. It's really, really cool. But on top of that, I did finally add a randomizer for it, because I remember telling you all, like, whenever you do a shout out for that character, I roll a 1d3 and they get back 1d6 and they get 1d3 back in health, sanity, any mix. I built a randomizer that has basically a percentile on what bonuses you can give the characters with that cheer. I made them a little more expensive too. I made them 500 points a pop because, in my opinion, when something's affecting the game, it needs to be a little bit more expensive. So, and they're on a 10-minute cooldown. I might increase that to 15. I'm not sure. It all depends. We'll see how everything goes. But, so whenever you do a cheer for the character, what's going to happen is that you'll see their animation come up, and then you'll see a little box pop up that shows, like, for now, until I'm in the middle of redesigning the look for Shadows of Brimstone, the Shadows of Brimstone layout. And once I get that done, then I'll start, like, redesigning certain things. But for now, I was like, just a little white box with text in it, done. But yeah, you'll see a little box pop up, and there's like a 60% chance that it's going to be 1d3 to health sanity, 15% chance to 1d6 for health and sanity, and then there's more after that. There's like 5% chances for everything else, and then of course there is a 5% chance of something bad happening. I'm still debating on what I want that to be, but I think for now, I think I have it as like, it's like 1d3 corruption hits. So originally I was going to make it a depth event, and I was like, hold on, this shouldn't affect the entire party. This should just affect the character. So, but yeah, there's like a 5% chance to get a grip back, a 5% chance to remove a corruption point. There's a 5% chance for, I think, a plus 1 to armor saves for the next fight turn, and then plus 1 damage, I think, for the next combat attack. I think that's what it is. But either way, I added that, and I figured that was a nice little... I've always wanted to add a lottery ticket to the game, and that's pretty much it. But I still might add one more that's going to be expensive and redeems points, and it's going to affect the entire party. So it could be a depth event, could be a darkness card, a growing dread cards to add it to the stack. Could be better things, could be giving us a reroll in the next depth event, darkness roll, stuff like that. And you know what? I'll tell you what. And anybody who's watching, if you want to add to that, put it in the Discord. Put it in the Discord if you have any ideas that might be fun for the randomizer and the changes that are being made. So I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying really hard to make the stream interactive with you all. And if I can one of these days, I would love to build a dice roller that, you all can spend redeem points on to make your own dice rolls for the monsters or something. Something I've always wanted to do, but it's a bit challenging. But anyway. Oh, so yeah. Friday's session. It was pretty wild. Lots of really bad travel hazards on the way to town. Lester got possessed. We always seem to get one of those. Very first travel hazard was a double ones. I'm rolling a lot of that recently, but double ones for Lester, which no, actually it was for Hosho, but I rolled Lester for the random character that this happened to, and he lost 1 sanity permanently because of that crap. And then we went and we got attacked by the maw on the ground, twice, I might add. To which Lester once again lost permanent sanity. It was not his day. But we got back to town. I think we got rid of just about everything. Except for, we're building up madness, and we just can't get rid of it because we're not finding churches. I guess we could go to the campsite, but in the end, if you were all here on Friday, the town we were at, we got there late because of the travel hazards. We had one that if every character failed, you're 1 day delayed in town when you get there. So 3 of them failed, so we were on day 3 already, day 4 already, right off the bat. And then what happened after that? Oh yeah, at the end of that day, the town got destroyed. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I got attacked by a horde of demons or something, but either way, the town got destroyed, and well, that was it. That's all we could do there. Luckily, there wasn't a blacksmith, because I was like, man, if there was a blacksmith there, it's hard to get one. It's been difficult to find a blacksmith, and we desperately need one, considering that we have all the darkstone we need. Well, not all darkstone. What am I saying? Yeah. Anyway, let's start the adventure, shall we? So, the last mission, we fought the twins. And this one, I was debating on doing another mission quest so that we can continue that. I really want to go to another world. This whole season, we have not been able to leave the Forbidden Fortress and the Forest of the Dead. I want so desperately to go to another world. So, my goal I'm half tempted to cheese it and just like be like, I don't know. We'll figure something out. See, I'm trying to stick by the rules that I created for this game, where we're always stuck in the same realm until a portal comes up and brings us to another, which that's the whole point of the game, is the randomness. So what sucks is that every time we had a chance of getting a portal, it happened on missions that didn't have gates. We just had this team's got bad luck, which is actually kind of true. Well, no, actually, this team has amazing luck. Anyway, what we're gonna do? Oh, we got some decent money. I'm trying to figure out what mission we're gonna do. All the missions right now, all the story missions that we can do, are all missions that don't allow gates. We need to heal up. They don't allow gates. Now look, yeah, there's a map. I forgot there's a map in this thing. I should use it. Well, anyway. That is a great idea. I should use this map. I got ideas. Okay. Add it to the giant list that I already have. So, the missions I'm trying to figure out to do right now is either hunt for Darkstone, which we could use. We need the money and we need the Darkstone. Exploration isn't bad, except I don't think it allows... Yeah, if we go through a gate, it doesn't count toward the mission goals. We need to complete the mission. And I want to go through a gate, so that's out of the question. Seal the void gate, I think that's a decent mission. We have to find the book, and then we have to seal a gate. The only problem is... I think this is another one where we're kind of stuck where we are. Yeah. No, actually, we totally could find a gate to another world in this one. This one's a little bit on the difficult side, because we have to find the book first. And then we got Search Party, which we've already done that one. We had to find the farmer's son and didn't do too well on it. What sucks is that if we rolled well on who we're searching for, like if we got the old sorcerer's apprentice, we would get some good rewards for that. Same thing for the warlord, but every time we do it, we're always searching for the farmer's son. But another thing, too, is we actually have to rescue him to get the reward. I think. Yeah. If we actually succeed in the mission, we only get 50 XP. If we actually rescue the person, meaning that we find them in time, we do get a lot of goodies. A lot of goodies. Oh, that's a good mission. Is that the problem is that we gotta... It's either we need the warlord's daughter or the sorcerer's apprentice. I do have other missions, too. I need to go through it. I have a big, giant stack of missions that came with all the monster packs. There's just a lot of them. A lot of them. Yeah, one of these days, I'm hoping to get some time to research. I really would like to do some different missions. Escape, I don't think we can do on this table. Yeah, we started a cross-path section, and it needs to stay on the table the whole time, so we can't... I don't have enough space for that, so we probably won't be doing that mission. Until I move and have more space, it's just that stuff like that's not going to happen. So I'm thinking we have a better chance of getting what I want in Hunt for Darkstone and Search Party. So Seal the Void Gate sounds like it would be fun though. We did it before with Season 1 characters, and we nearly got our asses kicked because I think we fought the giant mutant. Yeah, we fought the giant mutant. And I remember who was it? My enforcer was holding him down. But he still was dealing stupid damage to everybody else. I'm thinking... God, we could use the Darkstone. We could use the Darkstone. If we want to upgrade our gear, we need the Darkstone. So we'll do Hunt for Darkstone. Basic mission. controller's not working. Because it's not on. Simple as that. Alright, hunt for Darkstone. Sitting in a tavern one afternoon. What's funny is this reads word for word for the hunt for Darkstone in the original book for the Old West. Except that, of course, it's not a fortress, it's a mine. Sitting in a tavern one afternoon, you overhear talk of an abandoned fortress up in the hills that has a large stockpile of Darkstone just waiting for someone to come and claim it. It sounds too good to be true, and it probably is, but the haggard old soldier swears up and down that he would go claim it himself if he were 20 years younger. It's not hard to figure out which fortress he's talking about based on the landmarks he's mentioned, and though the other patrons he tells just dismiss him, this could be the rich opportunity you are looking for. So the setup is the basic map tile. We need to choose... Heroes are searching the stockpile of valuable Darkstone hidden away. Okay, yeah, we need to find clue tokens. So the best one would be the fourth one, obviously. You'll be getting plus 2 Darkstone on top of D3 with extra XP. Why not? Let's do it. We'll do 4 clues. We're stocked up on supplies. I think we can do this. Difficulty, medium threat, with one. What level are we? We're not level 4 yet, are we? Actually, we're not even all level... No, hold on a second. Yeah, we're all level 3. Some are closing in on level 4. Alright, so yeah, we'll do this. We'll do 4 clue tokens. Hopefully this will bring us to the Old West. If not, next mission, we'll just do a story mission. Or actually, what I'll do is I'll dig around. As I said before, once we reach level 4, I'm pulling a challenge quest out. I'm not sure which one. It might be the Corrupt Preacher. I might do the Corrupt Preacher. I'm actually kind of excited for that one. But I can't wait to... One of these days, when I get my campaign mode done for this is going to be so much more fun. Everything is going to be fully randomized. No more travel hazards. Well, they'll be in here, but not quite as bad. Anyway, objectives. When the final clue is discovered, the heroes have found the Darkstone stockpile they are looking for. Ignore any attacks and encounters listed on the exploration token. Also ignore any door or gate icons on the token, as the objective room has no exits. Reveal all Growing Dread cards that are added to the stack as normal, and then the heroes must face an epic threat. So, let's do this. I need to see if I can get the Marshall resin model, because the plastic one, the tip of the shotgun, the barrel of the shotgun broke off, because I was being an idiot. I had my water bottle, and of course they're not very well, they've been sitting in heat or whatever, and they all warped. Laid it down, it fell on the damn model and broke the damn tip off. I was a little bit upset about that. Please give us a portal. I might just cheese it and just force a portal. I tell you what we're going to do. Every time we get a clue token, I'm going to roll a die, and on a 6, it's a portal. If we don't find a portal yet. I don't want to get out of here. At least we're adding some randomness to it. I think we're set up. I think we're good to go. We need to heal up. Yeah, this was a very rough town stay and travel hazards for this game. You can zoom out just a tad. There we go. And I need to turn my card cam on as well. There we go. And I really need to fix the green screen on this thing. Okay, let's switch the music. I'll use this one. Yeah. Because it's just regular Forbidden Fortress, and I think this will fit. Okay. I don't think we have any notes from... I might just go ahead and reset the notes to see what we got. We did the high noon. Lester got a free specimen. Oh, that's right. Free specimen jar from the House of Healing. Hello. When in another world, do cunning tests to give up movement to do so. Okay. So I'm gonna have to pull up the rule sheet for House of Healing to see how many I need. I think I'm just collecting it and then I sell it. And I think every specimen's worth X amount of money. We might need to start doing that more often. More cash. Alright, so we're going to start with Abby. We are not doing great on grit. I gotta move everything around. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna start with Abby. She's gonna roll 2d6. She does not get her grit back. This was her grit roll. She needs a 6+. Oh no, yeah, she needs a 6+. She gets 2 dice for her outlaw ability. She is going to. They should actually have better movement now. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So Abby's now a 6. Posho's a 5. Lester's a 5. And Chio is a 6. So the ladies are now a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. She can go all the way across the room. She's going to spend her movement doing that. Then she's going to use her action. I should keep those notes up. She's going to spend her action searching that room. She's going to give her 5 XP. Hopefully these are still working. Okay. I've been having a little bit of issues with the system. You know how it is. The more I add, the more bugs there are. She's going to be smart of me to shuffle the decks. God, if Advanced Scene Switcher... I know I sound like a broken record, but if Advanced Scene Switcher could add arrays to this and 4 loops. Oh my god. I'd be golden. Alright, here we go. Map deck. We find the Courtyard Path. There. Courtyard Path, which is part of the Forest of the Dead. I might have accidentally thrown them in the wrong ones. It's coming in from this direction. She's here, that's right. And we'll zoom out a tad. Or a lot, whichever one works. We'll leave that up because we're going to need to just figure out which doorway, which pathway is a doorway. So she moved up, search the room, we'll do exploration at the end. Good that the very first room happens to be a passage. Next up, we've got Hosho and Lester. We both have 5 movement apiece. Hosho's going to go first. He gets 1d6. See if he can get his grit back. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to scavenge, which we all know is very risky. He's going to scavenge the room behind him. He finds something. XP is good enough for me. You know, give me 1 second. I need to see how much XP it is, because it's whatever the base rule is for XP times, and with an additional 20%. I just need to make sure I'm doing this right. So I'm pretty sure it's 2,400 is what he needs to level up. So I think it's 2k for level 4, and then 3k for level 5. Okay, so for level 4, we're going to need 2,400. Yes. Okay. So we moved up, got 10 XP for not finding anything in that room. So therefore, that room was explored once. Next up is Lester. Lester is going to roll for grit. Needs a 6+. Nothing. He's going to move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And also explore that room. Can you find something? Same thing. Nothing. I mean, he finds something that is nothing, but hey, 10 XP is 10 XP. It's better than getting another Growing Dread card. I might see about changing the percentages and chances on doubling up on certain cards. Because last time I had 3 Growing Dread cards back to back. That's not cool. Although that was still very possible. Even when using the regular deck. Alright, next up is Chio. Chio's gonna roll for grit as well. 6+, does not get it. But she does move up 1, 2, 3, 4. She is a tank-ish. She's tank-ish. No, she's gonna sit right there and she's gonna start healing people up. Hosho needs it badly. She is 3 health away from... She needs more health. Everybody else is doing great but her. And she's even got bonuses to health for all the gear that she's wearing. It's weird. Okay, so she's going to heal up Hosho. She should have 5. Start of her adventure, she should... Start of her adventure, she should always be getting an additional 3 bandages. I feel like I'm missing something in here too. I feel like somebody's supposed to be getting a free grit at the start of their turn. Start of each turn, heal sanity. I forgot we have the antlers. How's everybody doing? Everybody's at max sanity. I really need to get the other upgrade too, so we can start. We can upgrade. We can get health once per turn. That would be awesome too. Yeah. I might be thinking of the knights. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of the knights. Problem about playing 2 different groups. Okay, so she's just gonna start healing people up. She's gonna use Hosho's bandage. He's got 2 of them. She's gonna use one of those to heal him up. That should be plenty. Unless I roll a 1. Let's see what she gives him. 5 points is good. Yeah, that should be sufficient. That'll get him up to a 16. So, Hosho's getting back 5 points of health. And it's going to give Chio 25 points of experience. Since she's healing somebody other than herself, she gets 5 XP per point of healing, sanity. It goes all the way around. So, it looks like we're doing all right there. And Lester is far behind. Okay, so we've discovered the room. This room's been scavenged twice. Let's go ahead and flip a... There we go. I animated the stuff over here a little bit. Gave it a... I might shorten it a little bit, but I gave it like a 1200 millisecond movement animation. Kind of like it better than it just flopping to the next one. But I want it to stand out a little bit more. Flopping to the next one. Teleporting makes more sense. Okay, so exploration time?
Our journey continues. Draw inspiration.
Not a good start. Yeah, that's not a good start. Right out of the box. Frickin' or right into this freaking depth event. Are you kidding me? So one of those three is a doorway. We have a depth event, and then on top of that we have an encounter. So let's roll for the location of the doorway. Why does that not come out when I need it? Okay, so I need... It's getting warm in here. So these are blocked off. This is a doorway. Next, depth event, and we just rolled the 6. This is happening just... This team just has bad luck. If they roll a 1, then we know this team's just cursed. Still not good. Anything that's not a 6 is trash, in my opinion. But a 5 is still not good. So, let's see what happens. You're in the Forbidden Fortress. My Steam Deck is acting up. Echoing laughter. Oh no. A sinister, booming laughter echoes through the fortress, chilling you to the bone. Each hero in the fortress immediately takes 3 horror hits that do 2 sanity damage a pop. There's actually something I forgot to do. There we go. Okay, so that sucks. So everybody needs to make 3 horror hits that do 2 sanity damage a pop. Luckily, we get those antlers, so we can get some sanity back at the beginning of every turn. It's 1 point, but 1 point's 1 point. That can make a huge difference. So we'll start with Abby. We'll start with Hosho and work our way down, I guess. What we're looking at is pretty much everybody but Chio has a 4+ roll on these. And I think Chio has spirit armor. Yeah, she's got the holy blessing. You know what? I should do what I did with my knights. Spirit armor, 6+. Okay, so we'll start with initiative order, I guess. Abby, and work our way down. So here's Abby. She needs 4 pluses. She passes 2, fails 1, so she takes 2 points of sanity damage. We'll get a point back at the beginning of next turn. Next is Hosho. Same thing, needs a 4+. Same thing. He loses 2 sanity. And then we got Lester with his 4+. I knew it. He's like the weakest willed out of all of them. Now, especially considering he's lost 2 permanent sanity. So he's lost 4 sanity. Somebody's about to start dipping into the liquor already. And then Chio with a 3+, and then a 6+ spirit armor. She passes 2, then she gets spirit armor. So again, for spirit armor, you're taking all the wounds or sanity damage that you're supposed to be taking, and you're rolling against those. So in this case, we need to make 6 pluses on these 2 sanity that's left. Which she ignored 1, so 1 point of sanity damage for Chio. Yeah, I'm gonna come out and say it. I think Chio is probably the MVP of this team. Okay, so with that, we did the depth event. We now have an encounter, which I probably should also shuffle this guy as well. All right, the encounter we get. Race, is it Raging? Hold on, let me zoom in. I think it's Raging Flame. It would only make sense, right? Yeah, Raging Flame. A raging fire blazes here, burning the timbers and scorching the paper screens. This is no ordinary flame, though. It is the flame of an Anmarake, burning with a searing heat and a dark glow. Worse, it appears to be spreading. When first revealed, place a burning marker on this map tile to show that it is ablaze. Any hero starting their activation on an ablazed map tile must make a lore 5+ test. If failed, gain 1 burning marker. At the end, how's our lore? At the end of each turn, roll a d6 for each blazed map tile. Interesting. At this end, okay, so at the end of each turn, roll a d6 for each ablaze map tile that has at least 1 hero on it. On a roll of 1 or 2, place a burning marker on a random adjacent map tile that does not already have one. That map tile is now considered to be ablaze. Oh my god, this is a really bad card. Whoa. We are just... wow. Just wow. Okay, so this remains in play. I am going to retire this team because they are just... the luck they have is so bad. It is so bad. I think I have burning markers. I just don't know where they are. Okay, yeah, definitely not in here. I might... that's Hellflame. So these are the burning markers. There we go. So this room's on fire. Oh, come on, brah. Can we... alright. That sucks. So starting your activation, you could potentially get a burning marker, which means I think we take 2 burning damage. It goes away, but we take 2 burning damage at the beginning of the activation. Any hero starting their activation on a blaze map tile must make a lore 5+ test if failed, gain 1 burning marker. So it doesn't affect them until the next turn, if I remember correctly. Let's look up burning. When a model has 1 or more burning markers on it, at the start of its activation, remove 1 of those burning markers, and then model takes 2 wounds, ignoring defense. Only 1 burning marker is removed each activation. Hold on. Did I miss something? A depth event and then a burning room. Okay, so no clue token yet. So I guess there's no fight or anything, so we're good. Luckily, we have a lot of movement points. Problem is, we don't have any grit to get the hell out of here. Luckily, the door, I think... well, either one of those is close. This would have been a pain in the ass. Alright. End of the round. Got it. Got the 7+. Alright, beginning of the round, we're starting with Abby. So Abby needs to make a lore test, because she's standing on that map tile, being on the puzzle piece. So she needs a 5+ on 2d6. That's 2 4s. So she is on fire. You know what? I'll use these guys. There we go. So she's got 1 burning marker on her. Yeah, she's hoofing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we'll leave that one open to people. So she's gonna move here, and oh, she needs a grit roll first. It's not a good sign. So she moves up. She's gonna check that doorway, finding a cross section. From Forbidden Fortress. Oh my god. We need everybody off this tile because this is going to be set on fire if we don't. And I might actually have to grit roll. If we can get grit roll. Hold on a second. At the end of each turn, we need to see if this was actually on fire too. 1 or 2 it is. All right, good. Good. So she's here. She's got 1 burning marker on her. That'll affect her next turn. I wish I could move her in. Next up is Hosho and Lester. We might have to spend tonics to get out of this room. We'll start with Hosho. He's going to move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, and he took a burning marker. Yep, I'll grab all the orange dice. There we go. So Hosho's got a burning marker now, since he started on that map tile. And he's going to scavenge the room that's behind him. Or actually, he'll scavenge the room that's in front. Nothing. 5 and 2 ones. Next up is Lester. Lester's going to roll. Did I roll for grit for Hosho? I don't think I did. Nothing. So here's for Lester. Nothing. He's going to move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn. He's going to scavenge that room that he's in. Find something. Well, that sucks. So he finds a darkness card, but he also gets 10 XP. Let's see what we get for a darkness card.
Draw darkness card.
Hell Siege. Anytime a 7 is rolled for hold back the darkness roll, you must choose add a growing dread card to stack, or every hero takes 2 corruption hits. I am going to use the Norse Traveling Pants to try to avoid that. That is a really bad card to have. Norse Traveling Pants. Once per adventure, cancel a depth event or darkness card on a d6 roll of 3+. Does Chio have? I'm spending a grit. I'm going to spend a tonic from Chio. He's now down to 1. I don't want this card in here. All I need is a 3+. Come on, all I need is a 3+. Thank you. Okay, so we got the 3. Took a grit to do it. So that card's gone. It's canceled. Goodbye. Get out of here. You're not welcome. All right, there we go. Oh, scavenging sucks. Next is Chio. Chio's gonna roll for grit. Needs a 6+. Doesn't get it, but she's gonna move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She can't go any further. Everybody's gonna be taking another burning marker. Hold on a second. Okay. Oh boy. This ain't going well. So it's not a room, so there's no exploration or anything. Chio. This room has been explored. Chio is going to. Why not? Scavenge? Let's find something. No. We normally just keep getting Growing Dread and Darkness cards. It's kind of nice to actually see cash. So 50 bucks and 10 XP. Yeah, we've been having really, really bad luck on scavenging. It's crazy because, like, I think it was the first adventure that these guys went on that we were nonstop getting, like, gear. All that luck changed. All right, so I think is it the end of the round? Yeah, end of each turn. All right, so it's all done. We now have to roll, and since they're all on this tile here, that's a blaze. We need to roll a d6 on a 1 or 2. An adjacent room is set aflame. Good. We don't have to worry about it because we're going to be off that tile. As long as we're standing on this tile, other rooms are at risk at getting set on fire. So, hence this card. That wonderful card. The problem is that everybody is probably going to be getting a burning marker. I'm so glad we got rid of that darkness card. Double 2s. Okay, so depth event, everybody. Okay, depth event. Dark Dread. Things are looking more and more bleak by the moment. Draw a Growing Dread card and add to the stack. Come on, dude. Come on. I think Shadows of Brimstone, the luck gods are telling me retire these characters. But I can't do it. I can't do it. So we've got a flippin' Growing Dread card already added to the stack. That's actually one thing I want to add also to the stream elements, is I want a Growing Dread tracker. So this way I don't have to keep pulling cards on the screen. We can just see how many are added to the stack, and then we'll just start pulling from the top of the deck. It's the same thing. So this way I don't have to keep showing you all where we're at. We'll just already know how many we're adding. All right. Nothing happens to the depth track at all, except that we actually did go down 1. We're 2 rooms in so far. Next, we're starting with Abby. Abby gets 2 points of damage, but she still has a burning marker because technically she's still on that map tile. So she is taking 2 points. Okay, she's taking 2 points of damage. And she's still getting she gets another burning marker because she's still activating on that map tile. She's going to move 1, 2, 3. Hold on. It doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she's going to search that room. Should probably zoom out a little bit. And what she finds... Did I roll for grit for her? I don't think I rolled for grit for her. Oh, she gets it. She finds an inner garden. That is part of... Oh, God. Okay. I think I put that in the base game. There goes my power. pretty tile. Coming in from this direction. Still got a burning marker on her. And put that over here so y'all can see what we got going on. Actually, might be better if I do this. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So, ad break in 3.5 minutes, everybody. So, yeah, so she moves up. She finds the inner garden of the fortress that's apparently on fire. All right. That's... Did I give her 5 XP? Did not. Next up is Hosho. Hosho's going to roll for grit. Oh, first, he's going to take his 2 points of damage. Get a burning marker on top of that, since he's starting on the same map tile. So he's taking 2 points of damage. It's like Chio needs to do some healing. Oh, yeah. And then he's going to move up. First grit roll into 6. He's going to move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to search the hall. What room? The room in front of him. Nothing. Good. Next up is Lester. Lester's going to roll for grit as well. He needs a 6+. Nothing. He's going to take a burning marker. I might just use the burning markers. I could use the tokens I have on the stream, but I don't feel like it's really worth my time to do that. So we'll just do this. Burning marker, burning marker, burning marker. She will eventually have a burning marker. So he's going to move up his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to scavenge that hallway. Or that T-junk, cross path. Nothing. Next is Chio. Chio's going to also roll for grit. She's now got a burning marker too, which is that one. And she's going to move up her 5 points. And she's going to also try to search that room. Nothing. We'll go ahead and start healing some people up too while we're at it. Abby's 5 away. I'll wait on Abby. Hosho's 6 away. I'm half tempted to wait and see what happens. Everybody's over. They're not bloodied, so I think we can wait a turn. Because I could god roll some of these, and then they only get like whatever their max is. I think the only one that really worries me is probably Hosho. He is 6 points off. So you know what? Yeah. We'll heal Hosho. Yeah, because he's going to take 2 wounds next turn. So I can't believe we're already going through our bandages. Thanks, so a burning room. +3 to the roll. Oh, I knew it. Okay, so that's the whole amount. 8 points of health brought back. That's going to give Hosho his full health, which is good, but at the same time kind of sucks. I was telling myself I should probably wait till next turn. So Hosho's getting back 6 health, giving Chio 30 points of experience for healing him. That's okay. Kind of sucks because that was a good roll. Next, what we'll do... You know what, everybody? Since we're on ad break, I'm going to take a short recess. I do need to hit the bathroom, and we'll be right back. And we'll... You know what? This is what I'll do. Let's see what that room is. Because we're at the end anyway.
Our journey continues. Draw inspiration.
So 2 encounters, 1 doorway. We'll roll the doorway. 6. So down this end. So we got this end here, that is the doorway. And I really need to add the advanced cards. We'll do the encounters after the stream, but let's go ahead and roll a d6 again. We'll say 5 plus to go to a new world. So 5 plus brings us to a new world. It was gonna be a 6 anyway, so that's now a portal. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna take a break. I'll see you all shortly after the break. It'll probably be 5. I want to say 5 minutes, maybe 7. I desperately gotta go to the bathroom. Okay, so I'll see you all here in a bit.
Roll the dice, hear the thunder roar, knocking on fate's unsteady door.
Maps unfurl and kingdoms rise in this world where legends lie.
1,000 voices call the tune.
Under the stars, under the moon.
TNT tabletop, where dreams collide, where time won't stop. Raise your sword, claim your throne, for an epic tale to be sown.
Miniatures march, armies clash, imagination burning like a flash. Heroes fall and villains grin, but every loss knows where we begin.
Through the fog, through the flame, we write our story. We stake our claim.
TNT tabletop,
Where dreams collide, where time won't stop. Raise your sword, claim your throne, for an epic tale to be sown. Epic tale to be sown. TNT tabletop. TNT tabletop. Roll the dice, hear the thunder roar, knocking on fate's unsteady door.
maps unfurl and kingdoms rise in this world where legends lie.
1,000 voices call the tune.
Under the stars, under the moon.
where dreams collide, where time won't stop.
Thank you for waiting. And now we welcome you to tea and tea tabletop. So kick up your feet, enjoy the show. Here's your host, Tony.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I desperately needed that break. Okay, so anyway, so to catch up on where we're at, we're doing the basic Darkstone mission. We desperately need Darkstone. We need money. So we're doing the hard difficulty. So we need to find 4 clue tokens. We walked into this fortress to this tile over here, to which we got this encounter card, which is a raging fire. So what happens is that anybody who's staying on this tile, as long as there's a hero on this tile, the raging fire can expand. So on a roll of 1 or 2 at the end of every turn, if there's anybody on this tile, it can move to a random tile, and it just keeps building up. Which sucks, because anytime you start your activation, anytime a character starts their activation on a tile that's ablaze, we get a burning marker. And as everybody knows, burning marker is you're always taking. Beginning of every turn, you remove a token, take 2 points of damage, ignoring defense. So anyway, we walked into this room and we found ourselves, as I said at the beginning of the adventure, I want to find a portal. So I said on a d6 roll of 6 plus, whenever we find a clue token, it's going to be a portal room. We rolled a 6. So here we are. We found a portal, which we forgot to do that on this one, I think. But either way, finally, we get to leave this place. Finally. It better... Oh, God, if we get Force of the Dead, I'm going to be upset. Or another Forbidden Fortress card. We're going to keep going until we find something different. I don't care if it's Old West or not. We just got to find something different for this team. They've been stuck here for a solid month. All right. So we flipped the token. We found 1 doorway, which is turned into a portal. And we also found a clue token. So we're 1 out of 4. And we have 2 encounters that happen in this room. I did shuffle the deck. Okay, so here we go. Encounter 1. Encounter 2. We changed the music over. I really need another stream deck. I've got 2 of them already, and I'm already complaining I need another one to kind of... I need that so I can constantly switch between the different angles of the cameras. Figured a stream deck for the cameras, a stream deck for all my functions on the stream, and then a stream deck for all my audio interface and frames would be very helpful. All right, so, and I apologize for the green screen. It's getting the right lighting is really a pain in the ass for this. It was easy. It worked easily and perfectly up there, but ever since I moved it here, it's been a pain. Although probably zooming out might help. But anyway, so we got 2 encounters. Cherry blossoms. Blossoming cherry trees line the path here. Oh, that's cool. It's a garden. Their pink petals fluttering through the air like snowfall as the breeze carries them to the ground. It brings a peace to your heart like no other. It also brings a sense of epic drama as you reflect on the heroic nature and mortal danger of your quest. All models on this map tile do +2 damage on their attacks. When first revealed, each hero may heal 2d6 sanity damage or recover a grit. We'll do the grit. Everybody's getting a grit back. Which reminds me, we should have gotten some sanity back at the beginning of this turn. So I'll fix that here in a second. I need a do all button for everything at this point. So everybody's going to get a grit. That's a really good card. That is a really, 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 really good card. And everybody should have gotten a sanity back. So how are we doing on sanity? Everybody needs one. So at the beginning of the turn, because we have the antlers on everybody, everybody's got the antlers edition on a piece of clothing. That's +1. Excuse me. That's plus, at the beginning of every turn, they get 1 sanity back. Again, I need a duo button for this. So 1 sanity for Hosho. 1 sanity for Abby. 1 sanity for Chio. And 1 sanity for Lester. There. Those antlers were a good choice. So everybody's getting +2 on their attacks as long as they're on this time. And that's including enemies, by the way. It says every model. The second and final clue token, Shaking Foundation. The entire castle shakes as a terrifying dragon swoops overhead, knocking chunks of the rooftop off with its sweeping tail. You frantically search for cover and as splintered wood and debris fall down from above. Every character needs to make a strength and cunning 6+ test. If successful, gain 30 XP and draw a loot card found in the rubble. If failed, take D6 wounds ignoring defense. D8 wounds ignoring defense. If more than half the heroes have failed this test, one random doorway exit from this room is blocked by rubble. Place an end cap on. If there are no remaining doorways in this room, the heroes must choose to either fail the mission Don't do this to us now. We finally found a freaking gate. Oh my god, I'm going to freaking crash out, everybody. Because this is non-stop. Every time we get the chance, this game just comes around and says, nah, you're not going to another world. You're going to stay in the Forbidden Fortress. Oh, come on, dude. We're not going to pass this. We're not going to pass this. And it's a 6+. That's what sucks about this. It's a 6+ test. If more than half, there's a good chance we're going to fail this. We're going to... You know what? It's a good thing that we got the cherry blossoms. We got rerolls. We got potions, too. That's right. We got potions. 3 potions, which we're probably going to be spending. So right now what we're looking at is Chio's going to need a potion for the strength test. Her cunning's good, so she's good there. Everybody's actually pretty decent at this. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to separate them. So yellow is going to represent... Let me zoom out here. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little pissed. I'm not showing it, but deep inside there's a raging pit of flame and hatred. So yeah, yellow's going to represent strength. Purple's going to represent cunning. So we'll start with Abby and work our way down. Abby is a 3 and 3. The reason why I separated them, obviously, is because I have to do separate tests. And then secondly, I will need to use grit. Luckily, she's got full grit right now, so... Oh, and Chio's got the canteen. Yeah, canteen, too. We can use the canteen. And we got tonics. So here we go. This is Abby. That is not... None of them. Not a single frickin' one. You have to pass both, too. That's what sucks. I'm spending 2 grit. I'm spending 2 flippin' grit already. Say I do it for both. You know, I'm gonna rule this. It's strength and cunning test, meaning you should be rolling them together. So I think that spending 1 grit should be able to handle the whole damn thing. I'm gonna play by them rules. Alright, so... Do I have anything that can help me with this? Anything at all? We need 6 pluses on both. We got 1, that's it. See, this is what's confusing about this rule. It could be read 2 different ways. You're combining both dice to get a 6+, or you're doing 1 at a time. I think it's adding them together. I think you only need 1 pass added together. Because it would make sense for them to say, make a strength test, then make a cunning test, which they usually have cards like that. So I'm thinking that no matter what, you're actually adding your strength and cunning together to do this, which would make sense because you're using your strength to try to push things away or brush off the debris, and using your cunning to try to find cover. So I think that's what it is. So it's a pass. Because there's no way you could pass that if you have like a 1 strength and a 2 cunning. Which, this game's not meant to be fair, but that's how I'm reading it. Is that you actually combine both rolls. So, Abby passed, getting 30 XP. And draw a loot card found in the rubble. We'll deal with that here in a second. So we'll just put this by Abby to show that she got a loot. Next up is Hosho. He's the same thing, a 3 and a 3. He just needs 1/6 plus. We'll spend that grit that he just got. Because if you fail, you take damage, right? Yeah. There we go. So we did get a 6. Wow, man, I am just rolling piss poor. 12 rolls, got 1/6. So that's 30 XP for Hosho. And he gets a loot. Next up is Lester. Same thing. He's got 3 and 3. Yeah, he got 2 big passes on that. So he's getting 30 XP. And he also finds a loot. And I think Chio's got a... She's got a... she's still a 6. She's got a 2 strength, but a 4 on her cunning. She passes both, actually. So, there you go. She's also getting 30 XP. So, a dragon swoops overhead, knocks the top of the building down into the... what is this again? The inner garden. And all our characters, all the heroes manage to brush it all aside and actually find some loot while they're at it. So, whoops. 30 XP for Chio. And everybody found a loot. So let's see what we get. So we'll start with Abby and work our way down. Or we'll start with Hosho and work our way. That is not a great one. So 30 XP for Hosho. And 25 bucks. Next up is Abby. Uh, 20 XP. And 50 go. And then we got Chio. One dark stone and 30 XP. That's I could definitely use the dark stone. We need a Tansu box. We need several of them. We might have to sacrifice some clothing for Tansu boxes. And then finally we got Lester. Another Darkstone and 20 XP. Man, we're getting kind of gypped on these loot cards. I guess we shouldn't complain. It's free stuff, but still, some gear would be nice. All right, we're done with that. That's right, the cherry blossoms. I don't think we're gonna have to worry too much about it. Alright, so that was the final encounter of that room. We have a clue token. We got 3 more we need to find. We got a ways to go. And we're 1 room in. Yep. Alright, end of turn. Hold on. My interface is gone. There we go. For some reason, I don't have it programmed in returning from coming back screen, so All right, so we're gonna be moving down. We don't need to do anything else in there. We did everything from the clue from the exploration token. So go back to darkness. And we got it. We got an 8. Anytime we fail, though, we're supposed to be getting something. That's right. Chio's supposed to be getting something. Okay, so that is a good idea. Give me 1 second. I need to add the game tokens. There we go. Hosho should actually be at -5. So yeah, I added animations on the token, so this way it kind of directs your vision over there. That changes have been made. Like I said, I'm trying to add more and more as I go. Crappy thing is I kind of lost the... I don't know where I put the game token. I have an After Effects file, and I have no idea where I put it, and it's all my game tokens. I need to add more. I don't know where I put it. I lost a lot of things. Alright, so at the beginning of the round we have Abby. She's going to roll 2d6. She needs a 6+ to get her grit back. Nope. She rolled 2 4s. And she's going to take a burning marker damage, so 2 points of damage. Okay, we need to start healing at this point. And she's going to move up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 at the doorway. And she's going to search that doorway, giving her 5 XP. And let's see what we find. Alright, Portal 1 should, or Location 1 should be the fortress. Doesn't have any special rules. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we find.
It's a world portal to another world.
We found it. Oh my god. We found it. Oh my god, we found the Blasted Wastes. Oh. Awesome sauce. Alright, so Wasteland. Whenever a natural 7 is rolled for Hold Back the Darkness roll, all heroes in the Blasted Waste also take 1 corruption hit. Use the Wasteland loot deck while in the Blasted Waste whenever a hero draws from the loot card. Cool. Get to draw 1 extra. That's awesome. So anytime we get loot, that is cool. Alright, so we found... We got a lot to do here. Let's get rid of this tile. Yeah. Alright. Alright, so here's the thing. I'm excited about actually going to another world. I'm very excited about going to the Blasted Wastes, but the Blasted Wastes also have a crap ton of rules. I might actually have to get the rules card out. I don't know where it is. Alright, give me 1 second. Alright, Blasted Wastes. They have special rules for nighttime, daytime cycles. And when it's nighttime, it's not good. When it's daytime, not great, but nighttime's apparently the worst. And there's supposed to be a token for it. What are these? There it is. Okay. I hope it didn't break anything, and I'm pretty sure it did. So we have this bad boy right here, and of course is partially green, so it's going to be transparent. We'll put it over here. So what happens is that we're supposed to be rolling for day and night cycle, and we got the rules right here to demonstrate most of that. Let me move some of this around. And we'll go ahead and get out the Blasted Waste stuff. Blasted Waste. Your very small deck of encounter cards. What's cool about this is we have to go to Barter Town. This is basically the Mad Max expansion. So, the Wastelands. And there's two sides to it. I forget what the other side is. I think it's the canyons. It's the canyons. So when you're in the frontier, you have the ability to go to the canyons instead of the mines, which is pretty much what I ruled. There we go. What's this card doing here? That shouldn't be in there. That should be someplace else. There we go. And shuffle these bad boys up. Okay, so I've only ever been to the Blasted Waste once, ever. And I think whatever character I was playing as at that time, I think died, or I just kind of quit. I really don't remember. I think I was playing as my Drifter. And I was just like, I reached a point where I was just like kind of done. But it was also at that time I hope I'm not gonna run it over here since the card's underneath me. But anyway, at that time I was constantly flip-flopping on whether or not I liked clubbing more or actually being in, doing nerd things like playing board games and whatnot. Yeah, I was constantly switching between the two. I loved me some clubbing in that time. Dancing's fun. Alright, so we have that to deal with. I might zoom out a little bit, but we need to see what tile is going to be the Blasted Waste for that spot. And it is a cross passage. Dara. And it's coming in. I guess it really doesn't matter, but let's do this. They don't really match up well, do they? Not a fan of that. That one fits better. Okay, so we got the Blasted Wastes that we're going into. And the first thing we run into is the cross paths. We'll just slide it over more so we can actually see the dial. I might actually scan that and actually set it as a preference inside the system that we can have automated. Maybe. Okay. So, anytime we roll a 7 on the Hold Back the Darkness, bad things happen. But if we ever find loot of any type here, we get 1 extra. And we're using the Badlands deck, which I think I have it already built in. Yep, wasting loot. I am missing the battlefield loot, though. I think I have them scanned, I just don't think I have them programmed. Alright, so what we're looking at... what would be better? And I'll just, this way you all can follow along. And if I'm reading this wrong, you can chew me out for it. Okay, so what we're looking at, the sun track. The sun track is used. Yeah, let's go ahead and change the music. I do not have a Blasted Waste sound. Oh. Okay. All right, so the sun track is used while in the Blasted Waste to track what time of day it is throughout the adventure. This can have an effect on toxic gases being released from the blue sulfur acid pools marked on the map tile, but can also affect certain items, abilities, and enemies, as noted on the individual cards or record sheet for them. There are, oh, that's going to be interesting. There are 4 positions on the sun track: day, dusk, night, and dawn. Rolling for the time. The first time the Blasted Waste map tile is placed during the game, the heroes must also set up the sun track, which we did, and roll a d8 to see what position the sun marker, the light-colored circular donut, which is what we have on the screen, begins in on the track. Each position on the track is marked with a number set to the corresponds to the die roll. Here we go. So 5. It is, damn it, it is night. Okay, so it's night. For the missions that start in the Blasted Waste, the heroes may choose the position the sun. Oh, that's cool. That makes sense. You choose what time of the day you actually set out on the mission. Unfortunately, we are stuck with night, and I think night's the worst one. Once the sun track is set up, it is not rolled for again or reset for the duration of this adventure, even if the heroes find a different gate that also leads to the Blasted. Wow, it doesn't change even when you find another gate. Day, night. Oftentimes, there we go. Oftentimes, game effects will be based on if it is currently day or night in the Blasted Waste. As noted on the sun track itself, both the day and dawn positions count as day, while both the night and dusk positions count as night. Advancing, I think I can do a better job with building stuff for this stream, specifically for that. I think I have some ideas that'll be fun. Whenever the players are called on to advance the sun track, move the sun marker 1 position forward clockwise. Okay. On the sun track, the sun marker will therefore progress from dawn to dusk to from dawn to day to dusk to night, and back to dawn, and so forth. Note that it is possible for the sun track to advance many times during a single adventure, or not at all. This can be ascribed to the unusual orbit of the planet has around its twin stars. Okay. As well as shifting time that plays tricks on your minds under the intense heat of the blistering sun. Night mist. At night, the sulfur acid pools that pepper the Blasted Waste begin to bubble and boil, releasing toxic night mist into the air, choking and burning those nearby. While the sun track... I'm getting too much reflection. While the sun track is in the night position, or dusk, which also counts as night, the following applies. At the start of a hero's activation each turn, if the hero is on a map tile that includes a blue acid pool, which we do, they immediately take 2 hits that are keyword poison, or just 1 hit if it is currently dusk. Are these corruption hits or poison hits? So I'm guessing we still fight it, because they're hits. If they're hits, then that means we can fight against it. I'm very confused about that. At the start of this hero's activation each turn, if the heroes... is on a map tile that includes a blue acid pool, they immediately take 2 hits. Oh, okay. So it's just regular hits that are considered poison. Okay, there we go. All right. This effect applies to any hero that is on the Blasted Waste map tile that includes 1 or more blue acid pools as part of the art on the tile, including heroes that are on a puzzle cutoff tile. So yeah, per usual, if you're on a puzzle piece, you're still considered to be on that tile. Note that there is no additional effect for a hero that is on 2 different map tiles that both have acid pools. On a puzzle cut half space between 2 tiles, the texturing on this, I swear, a hero is either affected or not. Okay. That's it. All right. So, during the day, we take 1 hit keyword poison, and during night... Oh, no, during dusk, 1 hit keyword poison. During night, 2, which we're at night. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of rules to follow here. Oh, there's different types of stranglers, too. Cool. Corrosive tentacles. All right. I think we're ready. Yeah, I want to add something to this guy right here. I want to add that to the stream. This way I don't have to pull that thing out. I can have a lot of fun with that. I already have ideas. Okay. So we found a portal that's bringing us finally to the Blasted Wastes. And again, this is probably like the second time I've ever been here. I'm excited for this. We get to build a robot. Hopefully, if we can find enough tech and gear parts for it. All right, so that's going to be Abby's turn. She basically looks through the portal and finds the Blasted Waste. She's currently technically not on that tile piece until we get everybody over there. And per usual, the one that's holding the lantern right now is Chio. So if we ever make Hold Back the Darkness rolls, it's going to be whatever tile that she's on. So right now it's Forbidden Fortress. So next up, it's going to be Hosho and Lester. And Chio should have been getting points. I'm sorry. We are how many rooms in now? That will unlock us to room 4. So right now we actually should be she should have 3 tokens on her. She's number 10. There we go. She should have 3 key on her. Every turn she gets 1. So no room, but we do have a passage. So Hosho's gonna start, and he's gonna roll for grit first. He doesn't find any. Zoomed out all the way, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So Hosho's just gonna move up 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of want to wait to go in there right now. So I'll have Hosho just stay there. So, because it's just, I don't know, it's just not a good idea. Have him rush in and start taking some damage. Although he's got plenty of health. Yeah, Hosho's gonna move in. No, he's gonna wait. Okay, so next up, actually no, he should move in. There's a reason for that, and that's to get Lester out of there. Next up is Lester. He's gonna roll for grit. He gets it. I needed a 6. So Lester gets a grit back. Hold on a minute. I didn't do Hold Back the Darkness, did I? I did not. Yeah, all we did was set everything up and went right to the turn. Alright, so we needed a 7+ for Hold Back the Darkness, which we failed. So that would have come down 1. Darkness is expelling out of the dungeon a little bit right now, and that means that Chio, because of the failure, gets 1d3 back in key points. Yep. She gets 3. So Chio gets 3 points of key. Luckily, we're in the Forbidden Fortress right now, not in the Blasted Wastes. Although, I do need to read that card one last time. Because it's really affecting whoever's got the lantern and where that person is. And right now, she's in the Forbidden Fortress. So it shouldn't affect her. Actually, it would. It would affect Hosho. Oh, no, it wouldn't. He was still on this tile. Okay, so, yeah, it wouldn't have affected anybody. Alright, so Hosho moved up, did his thing. He's going to scavenge. In the 1, 2, 3. Next is Chio. She needs to roll for grit. Nothing. She's going to move up 1, 2, 3, 4. And she's going to start healing some people. Abby needs health. That fire really did a lot of damage to us. Abby's going to spend... Oh, she's only got 1. I might need to start stockpiling more. Or we need more clothing that lets us have more sag bag items. So it's +3 to what I rolled because Chio is a frontier doc. So 5 points of health. That's not bad. Thankfully we got that 3+. I could spend points. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, Chio's going to spend 2 key points to make Abby full health. I keep forgetting I can do that. So we'll spend 2 key points from Chio. I love that animation. We healed 5, but we added 2, so that is 7 points. So 35 points of experience is going to Chio for the healing. And that's it. God, she still has base level health, max health. I have not been lucky with her when it comes to getting... Well, she did get her sanity back. She was at 8 sanity like 3 adventures ago. Now she's at 13. That was necessary. Actually, I think she was at 6. Anyway, Chio is done. That's the end of the round. It's not a room, so we just kind of moving on. I have to roll a 7+. That is an 8. So we passed. Okay, so we start with Abby. Abby's gonna roll for grit. She's got 2d6. She needs a 6+. That's her outlaw ability. Ah, she gets it back. She's once again back at full grit. Can't really tell how lucky we are because the start of this adventure was awful, and now we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and she's gonna check that or that tile. Finding, look at that, it's got blue pools on it. A sultry basin. Oh, this tile's getting all bent up. That's it. That's it. So it's going this direction. Yeah, it's warped. Might have to zoom out a tad here. There we go. Yeah, again, they're warped. I need to fix these. Might as well get rid of this one. Or actually, I like this better. You know, I guess it really doesn't matter. We'll just do this. We don't need Raging Flame anymore. That is not in effect. Well, actually, it could be. If we get another one... Oh, actually, we wouldn't, because we're no longer in the Forbidden Fortress. All right, so that was Abby's turn. She gets 5 XP for... I swear, it should be 10. Yeah, my internet's going down. I'm at 5% loss due to network issues. Okay, so Hosho, Rio, and Lester. Hosho's gonna go first. He's gonna roll a d6 for grit. Doesn't get anything. But he is going to move up 1, 2, 3, 4. Why not? 5 spaces. And he's going to search that area. We need to scavenge the hell out of this place. So he needs 6 pluses. He gets it. So we're looking for wasteland loot. Scavenge and looting. Hold on. Actually, I think it's regular scavenge. I think that's just wasteland loot. Hold on. I am looking for what? Okay, so it's still the regular scavenge then. So anyway, does find one thing in there. That's going to be 1 scavenge. Ugh. Hosho's going to be taking... Let's see. You see something that chills you to the bone. You quickly return to the group, refusing to speak of what you find. So he does get 10 XP, but he's taking 3 horror hits that do 2 sanity damage a pop. So Hosho is getting 10 XP. Oh! We should have gotten some sanity back. Because we were wearing antlers. Alright, so... everybody's getting a point back. Ball button. I really, really do. Yep, Gabby's going to be getting one. So what this is that there's an upgrade in town that you put a set of antlers on your gear, and beginning of every turn, never mind. It's the beginning of every fight turn. Be lower than we are. That's where we should be at. That sucks. Okay. So he's going to be taking 3 hits of sanity. He needs 4 pluses. So he passes 2, fails 1, taking 2 points of sanity damage. There's a good chance we might lose power. I think everybody in the park's using watching the football game. Alright. Well, that sucked. Next up is Lester. And Lester is going to roll for grit. Needs a 6 plus. Doesn't get it, but he does move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to find a tile that doesn't have the blue crap on it. And he's going to... how's everybody looking right now? We're doing alright, I guess. Oops. He's going to roll scavenge as well. He's going to do the room behind him. Nothing. Then next up is Chio. Chio is going to roll for grit. It's a 6 plus. Doesn't make it. She's going to move up 6 movement points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all she can do. And does anybody need healing? No. She might. she's still at beginning level health. It's crazy that she's level 3. She's gonna make 6+ rolls for scavenging on that tile. She finds it. She gets 1 item. Or finds a scavenge. Same thing. Hideous discovery. This makes sense though, because I haven't had a single character come to this place. This place is hard to get to. So they're probably seeing a lot of horrifying things here at night, especially with the bubbling pools of acid and who knows what bodies they've found. And who's the ones that have been failing this? It's been Hosho and Chiyo, who are from feudal Japan, so it makes this is unusual for them. Desert feel and everything. So she's gonna be same thing, 3 horror hits. She's actually a 3+ though, so she might be good. So she's a 3+ save, and she's got a 6+ spirit armor. So she passes 2, fails 1, taking 2 points of sanity. And needs 6+ to avoid these with spirit armor. She gets 1, so she takes 1 point of sanity damage. She's really, really good at this. Okay, so right, that's it. It's the end of the turn, so we actually found a room this time. So exploration token.
Our journey continues.
I mean, at least we're getting the non-clue tokens out of the way. Man, my network loss is climbing, everybody. So there's a good chance I might have to end the stream out there 5G and watching the game. Oh yeah, it's running slow. It is running slow. Just give me a second. I just want to test it out and see. Yeah, I'm running at 16 megabits per second. Uploading at 0.3. I hope you all are letting me know how this is running, because like, if it's choppy and it's running poorly, I don't want to continue the stream. I want it to be clear. I kind of had the hunch that with Super Bowl Sunday, this was gonna run like piss, because it's just constantly climbing. What I could do is, give me 1 second. I'm gonna try resetting the modem, see if that'll work. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try resetting the modem, see if that'll work, and I'll be right back.